Hi everybody, it's Rue from Rue's World, and welcome to Junk Journal, I don't know, 14, 15, something like that. I'm going to have a little helper here soon, I think. Yeah, hi Miss Gigi. Yep, hello. Alright, Gigi and I have had a talk, and I told her she could sit there and look pretty, but she can't keep getting into the picture, and I touched her and messed her fur up, so she's a little annoyed. Anyway, this is a junk journal that I made for my girlfriend Julie, who has helped me get through the death of my dog, who it was almost 12. And she had actually been on a safari in real life, not just YouTube or internet. But so I decided to make her an African safari junk journal. The cover is made from I guess it's 9 by 11 envelope. The mailing envelopes. The paper, most of the paper is graphic 45, and don't mind my fingers, they're all inky. Most of the paper is graphic 45, and there's some other things, some other papers in there besides that. The photos in there that you'll see inside were her photos from her trip to Africa that I went ahead and antiqued or made vintage looking as much as I could, and photos of her dogs, because their dogs play a huge part in her life also. This turned out to be a lot bigger, thicker, chunkier than what I had imagined it to be. There's 2 signatures. I think each signature has 18 or 20 pages, I forget, and it's just strung through. That's the Yes, I see you, Gigi. This is the back, and this is the front. So we'll go ahead and open it up. I'm sure Gigi will continue to help us out with this project. There you go, Gigi. Look at that. So in the front, there's my letter to her. Well, it's an explanation of what a junk journal is to her. And that's one of the photos she took. This journal is jam-packed, and I mean jam-packed, and that's how I wanted it. I really wanted it to be very full of things, and very interactive, so that she could, take some time and sit down and look through. So there are many pockets, and a lot of her photos. There's a huge amount of space for journaling. So just because there's a lot of pockets doesn't mean that there's not spots for journaling. There's tuck spots. There's a little tuck spot there. And a tuck spot there. A belly band. And then on the other side of this is another belly band. And this is a book that I had actually made. I sewed some note paper inside of it. And that's one of her dogs. And another dog. Both of those dogs sadly have passed away, but we want to remember them. All the pages are coffee stained, and also dried in various different ways to get some different looks to it. Little pocket. The stamps, a lot of the stamps are either ones that I've picked up here and there and really didn't have a name to them, or they were Tim Holtz. So there's a mixture. And this is a flip out page right there. Flip back in. And when you open this up, there's many things inside of it. And that little, trying to think. I think it's mostly tickets in this one. Little things like that. It's another little book I made, and it's got paper in it. Some stamped paper, coffee stained paper, coffee dyed, coffee stained. Another tuck spot. She could put something in there she likes. This is a flip with a magnet. Also has the pocket there. I'm sorry, my video skills are not good, and I have no way to hang this up to use both hands at this point. Another pocket. These are lists that I had gotten from, I think, Tuesday Morning. There's a bunch of different ones in here, and they all had to do with going on journeys and trips. So I have those in there. Cultural customs. Another pocket here, and when you open up this pocket behind it, I have to switch hands here. I'm mostly right-handed, although I can use my left pretty well. In here, there are 2 cards that I had gotten from Wish.com. I got a box of cards. I think they were like, boy, I think there's like 20 or so cards in there, and it was $2 or $3, but they're really cute. They're originally postcards, so... but I thought they fit the theme well. And a lot of sewing in here also. I did a lot of sewing on my sewing machine. That's Tim Holtz Black. Some more different cards, little key there. Photo of the elephant she took. Really liked how this turned out. This made me very tickled and happy. What this is the vellum that I coffee stained. And the cards, the graphic 45 cards for the safari, they actually are printed on both sides. So when I stuck it in the pocket on the other side, you could see through on this side. And I just thought it gave a really cool look. Also has a nice crinkle to it. Some sewing for dimension. These are the cards on the other side of that vellum. Little up tuck pocket and a matching one on this side, except this one goes down in. I usually stay away from stickers, but I found these really cool safari stickers, and they actually look pretty real and not kiddish, so I stuck those in. This has some writing paper in. A card sewn in with more journaling sections. Lots of places for journaling. Another part here that has a little envelope with things inside for her. One of her photographs that she had taken of a rainbow, but when I printed it out in the black and white, it looks more like it's the sun or moon or something, but I thought it looked pretty cool. The other thing was, when I did the vellum, I heard different people complaining about trying to ink on vellum, and you really can't. So what I did was I embossed it with gold embossing powder, and when you do that, back in the Victorian days, they did use a lot of what amounts to glitter or gold embossing on things, so I thought it looked pretty cool. The same thing here too. When you flip it over, you can see that postcard that has the lion on it. Another tag I made with a Tim Holtz saying on it about, I think it's Wanderlust. This one, that's like a little piece that I got off of Wish.com also, and I got a whole bunch of them. It actually folds open. It looks like a funny exotic leaf. And some more journaling cards. This journaling card I actually made out of, I had cut this woman, printed it off, glossy accent it, cut it out, put it on top of this paper so that she superimposed on it, and then sewed vellum over the top of it. And it kind of gave it a cool look. And it just so happened that the parrots actually lined up with the size of her picture. I didn't start out that way, it was just lucky. Another card sewn in with a tag behind it. So you can pull that tag out. I'm not going to pull it out right now because I don't have to try to wrestle it back in right now. Another pocket. Little card I made, and a photo I really like that she had taken of a hippopotamus. I thought that was really cool. These little books I just think are really cute. Put all kinds of little things in them. So I think I have three little booklets inside, I believe. Julie has chihuahuas, and so I did make her a chihuahua tag, and I figured, well, she could just pretend like she took her chihuahuas on the adventure. So, another of the stickers that actually look pretty real, so I put them in. I cleaned up I darkened the edges with some ink so that they looked a little more vintage. They're not all that great. This is another little tag with tag in it. These bags I got from Wish.com. The bags were, you got, man, I don't know. There was a pack load of them. So I want to say 20 maybe for $3 or $4. And they're a nice fabric. And I've sewed them in, and I've sewn them into other different junk journals that I had before, and I put little beads and things in them. And with this one, put the found objects on it. Another flip. Oh, I zoomed in there. Didn't mean to. Another flip here, just for fun. It's got a magnet holding it together. On this side, there's two side pockets. One facing this way, one facing this way. So I have a tag on this side that I had put in. And I have this mandala sort of thing on this side. And then in here, there's another journaling card that I had made in that pocket. I tried to stick with the sort of inspirational quotes on the pages and some odds and ends. There's a pocket there with the giraffe and a journaling card stuck down in there. The lion. Some more journaling pages. Another band with a card behind it. Another pocket there with, I like that saying, it seemed like such a good idea at the time. We've all said that at one time or another. More journaling. This paper, actually, let me pull this out. This paper was a Heidi swap where it says the destination field notes. So what I did was I had downloaded this picture off of the internet. It was just a regular photograph, and I glossy accented it, cut it out, and then glossy accented it all together. Sewed the edges with some coffee stain paper on the back for journaling, and you can hear the crinkle to it. So, and actually, I was very tickled with how it turned out. And that was just one of those random things that got put together. Another pocket with some of her photos, some music paper. And I know kangaroos are not in Africa. Yes, I know, but I just thought that was a really, really cool picture. So I had made it into a pocket. So it's a sideways pocket and a top pocket. Another pocket there with some items in the envelope. Journaling, another pocket. More journaling and another pocket. And then in the back, let me pull this out. What I had put this together with the giant playing cards. So I made a collage with these women that were obviously dressed for a safari. The best dreams happen when you're awake. And that's actually just in the back here. And there's another pocket there that I plan to put my letter to her in, thanking her for everything she's done for me and for my husband during this time that's been really difficult. And we really appreciate it. And I love you, Julie, and I can't thank you enough for all your support during this time. It just meant the world to us, and I really appreciate it. And to everybody else who's here visiting Rue's World, have a fantastic night, and I hope you enjoyed this journal.